better to be feared than loved, if it can't be both. If an injury is to be done to a man, it must be so severe that the retaliation is not to be feared. A wise man does at once what a fool ends up doing. Nothing is more difficult to grasp, more dangerous to do, or more uncertain in its success, than leading in the introduction of a new order. Men must be treated generously or crushed, because they take revenge for minor injuries, for heavy injuries they cannot. Men should be spoiled or completely crushed, because if you just offend them, they will retaliate, but if you hurt them badly, they cannot retaliate, so any injury done to a man should be such that retaliation is not feared. There are three kinds of intelligence: one kind of perceiving something for itself, another appreciating what others can understand, the third understanding both for itself and through others. The first type is good, the second is good. The promise given is the need of the past, the word that is broken is the need of the present. When you disarm people, you start to offend them and show that you don't trust them either out of cowardice or lack of confidence, and both of these opinions generate hatred. Severity must be addressed all at once, so that haste can reduce offenses. The benefits that must be given must be drop by drop, so that they are more enjoyed. The first method of estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the people around him. Men rise from ambition to ambition. First, they seek to protect themselves from attack, and then attack others. God is not willing to do everything, and thus take away our free will and the share of glory that is ours. To understand the nature of the people, one must become a prince, and to understand the nature of the prince, one must become the people. A son can endure the loss of his father in peace, but the loss of his inheritance can lead to despair. It is necessary for him who establishes a state and prescribes the laws for it to suppose that all men are evil and that they will always act according to the evil of their spirits whenever they have free scope. War should be a prince's only study. He must regard peace as merely breathing time, which gives him free time to devise, and equips as the ability to carry out, military plans. Humans are so simple and inclined to obey urgent needs that a fraudster will never lack victims for his deception. The fact is that a person who wants to act well in all things is bound to experience grief among so many unwholesome people. The differences between children and adults, while they may be useful for some purposes, are, in my opinion, fundamentally grandiose differences. There is only the individual ego, infatuated with love,